Hey, hello. Hey, how you doing? Okay, cool. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, I wrote a new theme song. This is what we're gonna hear from now on. Hey guys, how you doing? I don't normally upload two in a row. But I had something. I have a friend who is helping me with some things, and she shared a couple of videos with me, and so the actor Duncan Trussell, he actually has a podcast, and he talked a couple of times about a very important subject that's in my life, and that would be called depression. He talked about it, and he really kind of talks a lot about what it is exactly, and how it affects you, and how it motivates you, and how it demotivates you, and how you need to look at it and deal with it. You know what I mean? So, he first talks about how depression is like a demon. It's like something that it hurts you. You know what I mean? It attacks you. It wants you to stay depressed. So it's gonna make things look good and then take them away. It's gonna affect every aspect of your life, and it's also one that you're not gonna want to talk about. So I have a hard time talking about it. I really do. It becomes something that everybody knows that I have it, but I never talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I try. There is some people that I do like to talk to about it. Very, very, very close friends and family. People who I trust can handle information that I give them about what's going on in my head and in my life. And so depression is something that it is very demonic, and it can hurt you, and I do realize that now. Depression can motivate you to do absolutely nothing. Another thing that Duncan Trussell was talking about was that there is, you got to get the house clean. You got to do the dishes, right? But I'm just going to sit on the couch. And it's like with me, it's like I'm going to sit on the couch and watch TV and smoke a joint or a blunt or something. You know what I mean? I ain't definitely doing nothing after that. If you got depression and you're smoking weed, you ain't doing shit, okay? And so it definitely demotivates you. It definitely makes you not want to do the things you want to do or that need done, and which in the long run helps the depression out, right? Because it's like, I know I need to get the dishes done, but I'd rather just sit here and smoke this blunt. Okay? And then later on I'm going to feel bad for not doing the dishes, right? And then I'm going to go out there into the kitchen, and I'm going to see that the kitchen is a disaster because I didn't clean it earlier. And if your house is a mess, your head's going to be a mess too. It's really hard to have a smile on your face when your house is a disaster. It's really hard to have a smile on your face when you don't know if you're going to be able to cover rent next month. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things in this world that can aid or feed the depression, I guess you would say. I recently have gotten a divorce. That's difficult. That's hard. There's things about that just really fuck me up. It's hard getting over. It's hard seeing her with somebody else. And I don't try to stay away from it. You know what I mean? Because I am still friends with the both of them, so I hang out with the both of them. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I need to learn that um, that part of my life is over, and I need to move on and try and find a new part of my life. You know, um, uh, you have to acknowledge the things in your life that might make you depressed, right? I roll my own cigarettes, right? Okay. Well, I came to a realization of how addicted I am to cigarettes, okay? And it's not the fact that I smoke 2 or 3 packs a day, okay? I knew I was addicted, but I didn't think I was that addicted. Well, I ran out of tobacco and I ran out of tubes. So I took joint papers, wrapped them around a screwdriver, okay? Licked them, okay? And then rolled up a piece of cardboard, stuck it in the end of it, made joint papers with a filter on the end, okay? With the cardboard filter, so it wasn't much. And then I went out to my car when I still had my car, because I don't have my car anymore. I went out to my car and I got my cigarette ashtray. And I came inside and I emptied out all the cigarette butts I had and then used those to pack those into that joint. And I smoked a nasty ass butt cigarette, out of a paper that had no filter whatsoever. It was just the cardboard. All that was doing was preventing tobacco from going in my mouth. You know what I mean? Everything else I was definitely getting. And it's harsh. It's nasty. And as I'm smoking it, I just thought, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was addicted to weed. I thought I was addicted to acid and shrooms. But when it came down to it and I had nothing, I really needed a fucking cigarette. And so I sat there and smoked that entire cigarette, and it really messed me up. I really started to realize, look, man, I really think that I'm not going the path that I need to go in this world. You know? What am I supposed to do at the end of the day when I come home and I ain't got no cigarettes, but I got a bunch of cigarette butts? Is that really what I want to do? Is that really what I want to have with my life? You know what I mean? Look, things are getting rough, okay? I may be losing my place. I may be running out of options. You know what I mean? I've actually had to ask somebody for a very large sum of money, and I might have to take that, you know? I don't know what else to do, you know? I don't want to lose what I have here, you know? I love this place. It's my favorite place I've ever lived at, you know? I love it here. This place makes me happy. For the first time in my life, I have something and it makes me happy, you know? I think what I'm going to do is from this point on, I'm going to keep my head forward. No matter what, I'm going to keep my head forward. I'm going to take one step in front of the other. I'm going to take each thing that comes at me and then just accept it and move on with my life. I don't want to hurt myself no more. I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to starve myself anymore. And all of these things are things that I have been doing a lot of very recently. And it's very hard to say because I do have people that listen to this who know me personally and don't know this about me, you know? There's reasons why I got out of the military. And it's unfortunate, but, you know, it happened. And I just want you guys to know that if there's ever anything that you need to talk about, the best thing you can do is open your mouth. Because not only is somebody might be able to help you, but it also helps you to realize how depressed you really are. And at the end of the day, that might be what fixes you right there, is just speaking it out loud to somebody else. Find somebody that you trust and who isn't going to judge you and who's going to love you no matter what. And you tell them everything. Guys, at the end of the day, just know that it's worth it. Whatever shit you had to take that day, whoever threw whatever at you, whether it was your job or it was school or it was, you know, a spouse or a friend or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or your kids or what have you, no matter what it is, just take it, accept it, put a smile on your face. My mom always says, if you just smile, you'll feel 10 times better. All right, guys, I'm just going to play a little bit of the guitar for you. Let you guys listen on this if you want. You know what I mean? I hope that this was able to help you, and I hope that you guys maybe learned a little something on how to handle with life, how to handle life. So here I go. I guess I didn't realize what song that was until I started playing it. That had nothing to do with my current situation, if you know what song that was. I know some people do. Katie, May, I know you probably know that song. I want to call out one of my friends. Somebody that I love very dearly, and I want him to be a part of this someday, and maybe someday we'll get to hear his voice. His name is Billy Stokes. He's a great guy, great friend, and I'm definitely going to have him on a podcast. Probably going to play a little bit of music with me, and we'll talk about some life issues and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'll just play a little bit more for you. I don't know, it's just a little riff I wrote. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of bluesy shredding for you, and then I'll let you go, guys. Guys, you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next podcast. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I love you all.